Last week I uploaded a review on the EAWRC game and if it's good in 2024. So what I thought was, since I'm quite a big, a big AMS2 player, let's see how good the rallycross cars and the rallycross physics are in AMS2. Since it was a long time since I drove it, and it's maybe good to have a little bit of a preview or a video before V1.6 so we can see how the physics might change. So we will be starting by driving around what my favorite track is in AMS2 for rallycross cars, which is Ascura, and not the RX layout, that is. So these are also the RX cars. I'm driving Volkswagen Polo since that's Mr. Kristoffersson's car. As you can see, you can feel the weight transfers there a bit. You can also feel the tires maybe gripping, you can feel them gripping in a bit, and you can also feel the sliding. So I don't know if they're maybe sliding a bit too much when driving here, but I wouldn't say actually that they slide too much, because they slide roughly the same when driving in the WRC game. So I wouldn't say that this is too bad, at least currently. But the thing is here, if you lock your brakes up, that's quite a big issue. So that's why it feels like very odd, because it feels like you get understeered, a bit too much understeer in my opinion, in these cars. But I think that's just the default setup thing and not a physics thing. So maybe the tires should maybe grip up a bit more, in my opinion. I'm not sure though. I can only say from experience of driving these cars in other games. But see, when you get to the hang of it, you can really push it. So that's nice at least. And obviously, since it's off-road, you have to focus on not spinning, because this car doesn't have anti-stall. And there I've crashed. Well, since this is AMS2 and we can drive so many other off-road cars, let's switch to the Formula Dirt and see how that handles. So here we are in it. You can see that it has the guardrails. Oh, it's a manual car, I think. Well, my camera is really shaking. Yeah, this car is quite sluggish, you can call it. It feels, or not sluggish, but it's very boat-like, in my opinion. It doesn't turn in very well, and it feels like it has quite a bit of weight around it. But still, this is quite a fun car to drive actually, even though it might be quite slow. I personally don't like this car. It's one of the cars I don't like in this game, because I don't like these slow more sluggish cars with a lot of weight transfer and you have to depend on it. That I really don't like. This car maybe is not my cup of tea. But you can get it to move. But one thing which I forgot to show, but the handbrake, how the handbrake acts in this game, I don't really think is super realistic, since mine is progressive and it sometimes doesn't fully feel like it, and it also seems like it doesn't want to rotate as much as I would want it to do. See, also if you brake too much, you lock up the brakes. These, when driving off-road, makes you really need to be on the limit. I remember that I used to drive these type of rally cars quite a bit, and that helped me quite a bit with learning how to drive cars quite a bit better. I'm always gaining time, which can be a good thing and also a bad thing. Okay, it didn't want to engage at the first and I crashed. Well, that wasn't so good, but at least this car was quite alright. So let's get into the last car really, which is the kart cross. So welcome to the kart cross. I don't think I've ever really driven this car in AMS2. They are quite small and have quite a bit of horsepower to them. And you can rotate it quite a bit. Yeah, these cars are very wild. Yeah, these are really fun actually. You really have to be on it. And it seems like if you're shifting too early, the gears jump a bit. They don't fully engage. But you can see here, as you can see, they're really hard to drive. They really want to get loose. Yeah, these cars are really fun to drive actually. And then I'll do that. quite easy to also lose them. And this has handbrake capability. With this one you can really push. Okay, yeah, that was a bit too much maybe. But you can do sick burnouts in there. Well, since we're done with this car, let me just give you a bit of a special thing which I tried when this came out. So let's see how good that actually feels. Welcome to Tiki Dirt 2 in the Formula Ultimate Gen 2. Maybe this can help us understand how these cars, the rally cars, will feel like when going on the dirt. Or when, I mean, the V1.6 update arrives for them. Okay, so yeah, this car doesn't feel great driving here. But what do you expect? It's not an F1 circuit directly. So come here, and jump! It's interesting how the front wing didn't get any damage. Let's check the replays and see if it maybe should have. Oh, the car sounds nice actually in the replays. Quite a bit better than what they do in real life, maybe. Unrealistic game. But you can see it drives quite nicely. And then I spun. Yeah, because the dirt physics, it felt a bit odd, but maybe they have like some non-visual thing where the dirt actually hangs back on the tires. So when you go over to here, it's not really track asphalt, or maybe it's like a different coefficient of friction, I'm not sure. But let's see here. It's driving quite well. Then I went a bit... I spun. Then when it keeps... Okay. So it goes here, we're coming. Then the jump. Oop! Yeah, it should definitely have gotten a bit of damage if we go back here. That's a really interesting thing, you can say. Very nice livery, but maybe not where it really should be. Well, I think on that bombshell, let's end this episode. So what do you think about these adventures when going off-road? Comment it down below. Once you're down there, please hit the like button and also subscribe. My next video will be on... We'll have to see, since there hasn't gotten any updates to the beta yet, and it's not for media, so I can't tell you anything either way. But hopefully, I will be able to do some nice videos for you next week. But until then. I've been Racer Legend, you've been my amazing viewers, thank you for watching, goodbye!